I'm Vice President of the Employment and Social Affairs Committee in the European Parliament. I'm myself coming from Germany. And I was listening to the difficult situation on social security, on pension rights, particular within the film industry and the film and media workers. And I said many of their problems could solved if we compared with existing law which exists in EU on other fields, like the Posting Workers Directive. We have to check if the definition of my report, what means self-employed, and that self-employed is practically, or have to be practically care like an employee. If this not, also we can use for the workers in the creative industry. And the definition which I said, it's that people who are organizationally depend and financially depend from one person or one agency, they have to care like as an employee. This the Parliament decided within the Posting Worker Implementation Report in year 2006. We also had in year 2003 a study which care with contracts which are beyond this definition, which are quite more difficult, but also discussed it is necessary to find solutions which one side give the possibility of freedom in this job, and the other side give general minimum conditions on social security, like the pension rights, like the health security.
My name is Eva Lichtenberger. I'm working in the legal committee as a MEP from Austria and for the Greens, and we are discussing their authors' rights. But I think authors' rights discussion is not enough. We have to touch, especially when it comes to film producers, much more things like contract law and the dependencies that come in this kind of work. So this is a very special issue which is not enough talked about, because the whole debate about authors' rights is dominated by music industry with their special conditions. We have to bring in what filmmakers need, and this is the major point here.
The main goal that I feel for all the Europeans is these workers, film workers that are regarded today as self-employed, to be considered as an employee, to have the right to have benefits, social benefits, pension plan, and health care, etc., etc. This is most important. It is not really important to say if it's self-employed or free, but those film workers to have these rights. This is the main point. And we heard some positive statements today. Not quite there yet, because there is a specification for these film workers, which is they all work not only for one employer, but for several employers and interrupted times. And this must be seen.
Right, my name is Nigel Walters, and I'm the president of Imago, which is the European Federation of Cinematographers. We've come here today to the EUXXL, which is our last day, in order to improve the working conditions of cinematographers, to take to Europe our ideas for authors' rights for cinematographers, and generally, at last, give a voice to cinematographers where they've not had one before. My message is, please, the European Parliament, give us the rights that we are seeking and we deserve, and improve the working conditions of all working cinematographers and film workers in Europe, because they do need looking at.
My name is Elizabeth Sjostad. I'm the CEO of FERA, which is the Federation of Film Directors in Europe. And I'm very happy to be here at the EU XXL Forum. I think it was a very productive meeting we had today, and I think that it's an important message to get across, that there is no division between us, the creators, and our audience, the users or the consumers, whatever you want to call them. But we make films for an audience to see them. And of course we want to reach our audience, and that is the message we want to get across. Of course the online environment and all the rights issues need to be sorted out. But I think that is the main message to get across. How do we build in a long-term perspective the sustainable creative industry so that people enjoy our works.
My message to Europe is quoting Massoyer. He was the ex-president of the WIPO, of OMPI. He said the level of culture you can only measure by the level of protection you give to creatives. So really Europe, if you want to have culture, you have to protect the creatives.
My name is David Kavanagh, and I'm here to represent the screenwriters of Europe. It's been a fantastic meeting. Great to meet all our friends and colleagues from Europe and to realize again what a wonderful and extraordinary thing we do, making films.
Do you need more legal do you need more possibilities?
I think that we filmmakers have a lot to give to Europe. But I think at the same time Europe needs to consider what it has to give us. What do we need to be able to produce the films that Europe loves so much?
My name is Richard Andry. I am from AFC, French Association of the Cinematographer. And I would like to say to the European members of the European Parliament that they have to take care of the culture, of the strength, of the originality of the European history in the domain of art, and then we are the one who technically work in art to make the cinema being one part of this wonderful heritage called culture.
My name is Ger Poppelaars. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm the president of my own association, which is the Dutch Directors Guild, and I'm vice president of the FERA. And I really believe in the goodwill of all European parliaments members, because they really believe, I know that they believe in European culture, they believe in European artists, and they believe in European film. And that's why I want to urge them, please think about us when we talk about contracts, and let's think about a solution for the moral rights, for the digital rights, because that's something so important. And we know that you love our films, and we really want to make films for you all, also in the next 10 years. And if you don't help us, there will be no European films left anymore. So please help us with the solution of the digital rights, because this is urgent.
My name is Silvije Petranović. I am a member of European Council of Artists. I am in executive board of European Council of Artists. We are sharing same European values, and we can learn a lot from Europeans, but also we can share and give to Europe a lot of on another way. And as a member of European Council of Artists, I can tell you that we will enjoy to merge with Europe, to join to the Europe, and to have the same values of culture and our European identity. Yes, we are part of the Europe, but I'm speaking technically behind the Schengen border. And ECA, European Council of Artists, has a member states, like here in this moment is Croatia, which is not a member of the European Union. But we have also other countries which are sharing same European cultural identity.
I'm specialized in film copyright law and film law. We discussed here a lot of different topics. Most of them concern the new digital environment and how we can balance those new interests and new stakeholders together with the creators. And I think we should try to treat them right and to find regulations for a fair compensation for our authors in Europe.
I am the general manager of the Israeli Association of Cinema and Television, and I'm associate member in Imago, which is a great federation that established for cinematographers. Our main goal is to be recognized and to be respectful for our profession, and to be not philosophic, but to be respectful for the culture, and to respect us as part of
crucial part of the culture, of the history, of tradition, of everything.
My name is Alexander Scheuer. I'm the general manager of the Institute of European Media, which is based in Saarbrücken in Germany. And I'm very much interested in all issues of media law and the protection of artists, of course. My main message for Europe, do you want to hear that? I think that Europeans should realize that borders are a very relative thing. If we look back into history, I come from a place where, for example, the nationality has changed quite often. I now live at another place in Germany where the nationality has changed several times. So I think we should understand that we are all the same. And absolutely, yes. I think for the filmmakers it will be very important that they realize the potentials of having a broader scope, a broader coverage of Europe, but also beyond Europe, that they understand how to reflect on the cultural diversity which exists in Europe, and then they learn and be ready to export this cultural diversity beyond Europe. In my view, the situation for all the creators and those working in the cultural industries or cultural sector can only be improved if there is more action at the European level, more detailed action, which allows for the authors to move freely and to have an adequate level of protection throughout Europe. I think this is most important.